WSAZ Wake Up starts now with the First Alert Weather Day.
Good morning to you. Welcome to WSAZ Wake Up. I'm Rob Johnson. We do begin on this First Alert Weather Day by going right over to Dylan Goday, get the latest on what's coming in at us.
Yes, we are tracking the risk of heavy rain that could lead to some flash flooding, mainly across southern Ohio. And really, we're kind of broad brushing this as areas north and west of I-64 with that flash flooding potential. It's not going to be raining all day today. We're dealing with a morning round of heavy rain into those locations, and we'll deal with additional waves later today and then into tonight. So flash flooding is the main concern. There could be some stronger storms, but that threat has actually dropped off a little bit. The biggest threat is going to be some high water, and we're already dealing with the initial wave of rain moving into far northeastern Kentucky, really into southern Ohio right now, from Portsmouth up to Jackson, that is, Lucasville, dealing with some heavy rain as well. We've got some light to moderate rain showers across southeastern Kentucky that's getting ready to move into the southern West Virginia coal fields as well. Some dense fog in a few locations after the rain from yesterday morning, seeing that in Charleston right now. Current temperatures are mild. We're ranging from the mid to upper 60s, even the low 70s here in Huntington. Temperatures will struggle to get out of the upper 70s today. Not an all-day rain. We'll see the morning round, maybe a little bit of a break, and then some scattered showers and storms late this afternoon and into the evening. We'll break down the timing of those additional waves of rain and storms coming up in your full forecast.
Now to a breaking news alert. One person has died, 2 others seriously hurt in a car crash. It crashed into a propane tank and caught a house on fire. This all was about 8:30 last night along Route 243 in the Chesapeake area. Ohio State Highway Patrol says a man was driving west on 243 in a pickup truck. He lost control. He went off the road and down a hillside. A truck hit a propane tank and crashed into a home, and the impact caused an explosion that engulfed the truck and the home. Troopers say Penny White, a 47-year-old woman, was inside the home and she died. One man was able to get out of the house. Now the driver of the truck, both taken to the hospital with injuries. The crash is still under investigation, so we'll keep at it. 19-year-old was arrested, accused of compelling prostitution of a child. Scioto County Sheriff's Department arrested Alex Morales on Monday. Morales was pulled over after deputies say a passenger in his car flagged down a deputy, screaming that the driver was unsafe. When the deputy pulled the car over, someone inside accused the driver of a sexual offense involving a child. Deputies say the investigation showed Morales had paid the victim through a Cash App for performing a sexual act. Morales now facing a felony charge. A petition in Calhoun County, West Virginia has been started for people who want to remove County Commissioner Jacob McCumbers. This comes after he was arrested last week, charged with 50 counts of sexual abuse. The state code says that 3 different ways are available for removing someone: a resolution from the remaining county commissioners, an action by the county prosecutor, or a petition from the voters. A preliminary hearing for McCumbers has been set for today at 1 o'clock at the Calhoun County Courthouse. Commission President Craig Arthur is also facing a misdemeanor tax charge, and according to the attorney for the commission, Arthur will not face a resolution for removal. Work is starting to turn an old fire department into a new outdoor entertainment venue in Hurricane. As WSAZ's Luke Hamilton reports, the city hopes to bring in new visitors to Main Street and create a place where the community can come together for entertainment.
The city of Hurricane has a plan to bring live entertainment to Main Street, and it starts with knocking walls down at the old fire department.
They're working on building a stage right now. It's a huge stage, and the whole thing will have a facelift. It won't look like this in just a month or so from now. It won't look anything like what you see behind me. Business owners say they're excited to see something new to draw in visitors to Main Street.
To get good live local music is something that I enjoy, but to actually have it right here across the street in Hurricane, that's going to be a huge asset to Main Street.
We're just giving people another excuse to come and enjoy Hurricane, and if people are coming to enjoy Hurricane, then that gives them a chance to stop in Bearwood Company, shop around, and I hope to benefit from it for sure.
Mayor Scott Edwards says the possibilities are endless, and he hopes the venue will give a growing community a small town feel.
It's listening to the bands, but it's also for fellowship of people here in the Hurricane community and all over, really.
You could actually have different genres coming in. You can have country night, you can have whatever night you want and everything. You could have a gospel revival there if you wanted to. Edwards hopes the venue will entertain the community night after night with talent from near and far.
I've already had bands contact me from sometimes a little far away, multiple counties away, and they've heard about this. They said, how do we get on the list to play there? Mayor Edwards says the parking lot will eventually expand to fit more cars when the venue finally opens up. In Hurricane, Luke Hamilton, WSAZ.
And Mayor Edwards tells us the venue will likely cost the city $50,000, $60,000 with the labor done by the city. He says the venue should be ready soon, but the city hopes to begin using it probably not until next spring. Now, the countdown to Chili Fest is on. This is our 42nd year. We'll be back down at Pullman Square, right in the heart of downtown Huntington. Lots of chili for you to come out and sample, and all the proceeds go to the Ronald McDonald House of Huntington. We hope to see you there. And still coming up, following President Trump's announcement on Tylenol and autism, we're speaking with local health experts.
And we've got heavy rain and storms in the forecast today. Could lead to that localized flooding threat, particularly southern Ohio, right along and just south of the Ohio River as well. We'll have the latest details on the timing of that rain coming up in your full forecast.
If you're looking to stir things up a little, then get ready for the original Chili Fest with all the fun you've come to know and love. Live music and entertainment. And of course, the world's best competition chili. Take a chance to win a Toyota RAV4 from Victory Toyota Barbersville. It all benefits the Ronald McDonald House of Huntington. WSAZ invites you to the event you've been waiting for. Chili Fest, Saturday, September 27th in downtown Huntington.
Some allergy medications can make your kids drowsy, but Allegra is different. It's fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so your kids can stay sharp at school.
357.
Try Allegra. It's a no-brainer.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
The Martial Artists Series presents the International Film Festival, September 25th, 26th, and 27th at the Joan C. Edwards Performing Arts Center, featuring 6 critically acclaimed and award-winning films: Suleiman's Story, Flow, I'm Still Here, All We Imagine Is Light, Waiting for Dolly, and A Radical Act, Renee Montgomery. For more information, call 304-696-6656 or go to martialartistseries.org.
At WSAZ, we've always brought you the big plays and the memorable moments. Now, we're bringing you so much more. On WSAZ Sports Plus, we sit down with the stars where there is no game clock. You'll hear from the athletes, the coaches, and get all the insight you need from Keith, Jimmy, and me. Catch us live at 6:30 on Tuesdays. And if you miss it, you can watch each episode anytime on the app. WSAZ Sports Plus, overtime on your time.
Get breaking news alerts first with the free WSAZ News app. This is WSAZ Wake Up.
President Donald Trump announced that the Food and Drug Administration will now notify doctors that the use of Tylenol during pregnancy can be associated with, as he called it, a very increased risk of autism. It's raising concern from parents, expectant moms, and those in the medical field. WSAZ's Victoria Ware spoke with the CEO of Autism Services Center in Huntington about this issue.
President Donald Trump, alongside Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., making an announcement on Monday regarding his administration's latest findings on autism. Their comments focusing on the use of acetaminophen, the active ingredient in Tylenol, calling acetaminophen a very big factor, despite a recent study finding that taking acetaminophen during pregnancy was not tied to autism.
The studies looking at Tylenol and autism, an association was established, but that does not establish a cause. Things can be correlated, but that doesn't mean one thing causes the other.
This announcement garnering reaction from parents who have children with autism and professionals who work with those who have autism. Jimmy Byrne, CEO of the Autism Services Center in Huntington, says the president's announcement concerned him.
the studies that are being referenced talking about the association, there's not a lot of research out there. And there's a lot of research contrary to these studies.
Burns says this announcement is already resulting in a lot of questions from parents.
I think there's a lot of treatments and interventions out there. What I would recommend for parents is looking at science-based practices and interventions.
Byrne also saying that acetaminophen is the only over-the-counter drug that is approved to treat fevers during pregnancy. Victoria Ware, WSAZ, Huntington.
A spokesperson for Kenvue, which makes Tylenol, said, "We believe independent, sound science clearly shows that taking acetaminophen does not cause autism." Still coming up, Pittsburgh in Cincinnati for a showdown at Great American Ballpark with the playoffs on the line. We have your highlights in sports. It's 20 minutes to 5.
You can watch WSAZ News at any time.
And you don't even need cable, satellite, or antenna to stay informed.
If you have Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV, you can download the WSAZ streaming app.
It's easy to get and free. Just open the streaming menu, search for WSAZ, download, and start watching WSAZ News live.
You can also browse WSAZ Originals, First Alert Weather Plus, Sports Plus, and more. Download the WSAZ app
and start streaming today.
I had a dream we were giving away $1 million. My hands were sweat. Am I holding $1 million? $1 million! I really want to give it away. You feel it soon.
Weeknights at 7, then on Jeopardy!
Next Jeopardy, he's got his hands on over $50,000. But what happens when this player arrives?
We were at baggage claim, so I jumped on and rode around.
Will she take off with the win?
Weeknights at 7:30 on WSAZ.
We are all rooting for you.
There's $1 million at stake. The AGT champion is
AGT Finale, live tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Never a dull moment around here.
Who the hell is this guy?
Did you follow me here?
You're welcome.
You're pregnant? I didn't see that coming.
Chicago Wednesday, new October 1st on NBC and Peacock.
It's that time. Back to the classroom. Back to high school sports. Back to the hype, that early morning hype.
It ain't no joke here.
You guessed it.
It's Florida Friday!
Join us for Season 4 as we hit the road for those 6 a.m. pep rallies you know and love at schools all across the tri-state. It's Fired Up Friday, each week at 6 a.m. right here on WSAZ.
Brought to you by the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing.
From the Appalachian Regional Healthcare Weather Center, this is a First Alert Weather Day.
First Alert meteorologist still in Go Day here with a preview of our active weather pattern that is continuing for the day today. We've got some rain out there this morning, and that's going to help lead to a flash flooding threat. It's going to be isolated, not widespread, mainly across areas north and west of I-64 in the Ohio River into southern Ohio. And that's going to last through today and maybe even lingering, the chance at least, of flooding into tonight. Lingering rain into your Thursday as well. Made some changes to the weekend forecast, particularly late weekend into early next week. Tricky looking setup. We'll break that down here in just a moment. But in the short term, we've got the flash flooding risk today. Highest risk again along north and west of I-64. Doesn't mean areas south of that won't see the threat, but it's a little bit higher the further north and west that you do go. A localized high water concern is what's in the cards today. Southern Ohio, that's where the bulk of the rain is this morning. We've also got some rain towards Pike County as well, particularly southern Pike County in Kentucky. Portsmouth up to Lucasville, Piketon, Jackson, all dealing with rain this morning. North and west of Maysville towards Lewis County, Kentucky, dealing with some rain. And then there's that bout of rain moving through Pike County that eventually reaches southern West Virginia coalfields into Mingo and Logan County, likely making things wet this morning. One you to pay attention to Futurecast. Notice how you're getting this band developing across southern Ohio, almost parallel to the Ohio River into the early afternoon. As you head into the later afternoon, we're getting storms firing up almost along that same boundary. That's what raises the concern when you deal with multiple rounds of heavy rain over the same areas. Notice, though, it's not raining for everyone. We're seeing breaks, particularly south and east of Charleston, and then you add in rain that's on the way late tonight and into the early morning hours of tomorrow. You're going to add up those totals. Ground's already saturated there as well, and that's going to lead to some of that heavy rain potential with the localized flooding threat. Looking at precipcast here, this may be a little bit on the heavy end, but it does show 1 to 3 inches plus. Can't be ruled out between northeastern Kentucky through the areas north and south of the Ohio River, almost parallel to that. That matches where the Weather Prediction Center has highlighted for that slight risk or that level 2 out of 4 flooding risk. It does also include the southern West Virginia coal fields, but really, again, we're watching long north and west of the I-64 corridor for that highest threat here for the day today. Mentioned the late weekend into early next week. Really complicated setup. You've got a pair of potential tropical systems developing. You've got this cutoff upper level low that's going to be over the south, and that's going to try to throw some moisture our direction and could give us some isolated rain chances mainly to our east over the weekend and into early next week. That'll, of course, be something we'll be tracking closely for you. For today, we've got that isolated flash flooding potential. Heavy rain early to the north and the west. We'll see some breaks and then additional rain later in the day. Scattered showers and storms tonight. And there's a look ahead at your full 7-day forecast. We've added those rain chances over the weekend and into early next week. Again, that's mainly going to be for areas in our eastern counties east of Charleston and Huntington, but again, could be something that will be changing as we get closer towards the weekend. Still, I think good to go for Chili Fest. Could be later in the day we see some of those showers developing.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Yep.
On to sports now. Reds fans hanging on every game, trying to get one of those spots in the playoffs. And we're talking a little college football. Yeah, even in midweek. Keith Morehouse has your morning wake-up call.
And hello to you. The Reds started tonight in pretty good playoff position with 6 games to go. Now there are 5. 2 at home against Pittsburgh, 3 on the road with Milwaukee, with hopes of some October baseball in store for 2025. Let's go to Great American Ballpark. Really cool gesture by the Reds to honor Dave Parker. Passed away this year, now in the Hall of Fame. Played for both teams. So the Bucks strike first. Nick York singles up the middle, brings home Jack Sawinski. Pirates with the early lead. Then Alexander Canario doubles down the left field line. York scores 2-0 now. And they keep coming. Former West Virginia Power star O'Neal Cruz with a cruise missile. 2-run home run off of Brady Singer. So it's 4-0 very early. Reds cut into that lead in their half of the second. Ellie De La Cruz, 2-run home run off of Johan Oviedo. Makes it 4-2, but Cincinnati manages just 5 hits. Pirates double them up, 4-2, and the Mets beat the Cubs. So the Reds got to get busy on Wednesday. Guardians need 1 win to secure a playoff spot. Tied at 2 with the Tigers. Gabriel Arias grounds out the first. Jose Ramirez comes home 3-2 now. Guardians on top. Then Daniel Schneemann, 2-run single, and that brings home a couple of more. It's 5-2. Guardians now have the tiebreaker over the Tigers for the division title. Getting interesting, isn't it? Football now. Last time Marshall played a Sun Belt Conference football game, it was in the championship game back in December of last year against Louisiana. Herd dominated that night, and now they head back to Louisiana Saturday. Beat the Raging Cajuns 31-3 in dominating fashion to win their first ever Sun Belt Football Conference championship. We know what happened after that. Coach Huff went off to Southern Miss, as did several primary Herd stars from that team. So that game now a distant memory.
No matter how they look on film, they want revenge, of course. Like, especially we've been playing them for a couple of years. They didn't like what happened last year. They didn't play that well last year. So whatever we see on film is probably not where we're going to get Saturday. It is what it is. They're going to play harder, more physical. We just got to step up to the challenge, really.
You know, and we have to go out and defend it because there still is a target on us. You know, whether we have guys that were here or not here. And, you know, so we talked a little bit about it, but not much. I mean, there may be seriously 5-6 people on our sideline that were actually there during that championship last year, Coach Street being one of them. So, you know, it's just different.
West Virginia comes back home Saturday to battle Utah. The Utes were ranked 16th last week before they faced Texas Tech at home. They were within 3 of the Red Raiders before Tech got a touchdown to stretch things out, and eventually they lost 27-10. Rich Rodriguez on the Utes today and their star quarterback, Devin Dampier.
Offensively, they've changed a little bit, obviously, with the new coordinator and the quarterback. They're a lot more spread, doing a lot of different quarterback run stuff, and really creative. And everybody, I know everybody, Dampier, everybody was looking at him. Because he was a dynamic player last year at New Mexico.
West Virginia high school football rankings are out. Morgantown atop the crowd in Class 4A at 4-0. GW second, Huntington fourth. Then you got Oak Hill, Parkersburg, Riverside, Parkersburg South, Hurricane among the top 16. In Class AAA, show you Fairmont Senior on top, and then Chapmanville playing well at number 5. Nitro, Hoover, Winfield, Capital, Spring Valley, and Ripley in the coveted 16 spot. Also in AA, Independence 4-0. Mingo Central's 4th. Logan, Rowan County, Polka, and Clay County in the top 16. And in Class A, the Cameron Dragons 3-0. They're at number 1. Wahama's 2nd. Sherman, Work County, Tug Valley, and Man in that top 16. Finish it out with some soccer, trying to dodge the rain clouds at Hoops Family Field. Huntington High versus Midland in girls soccer. First half now. Midland on the throw-in. Heading to Olivia Werthammer for the Knights. The left footer just wide. Huntington now with a shot on goal here. From the top of the box, Midland's goalie Jasmine Moore makes the diving save. The high again. Kaylee Anderson to Sally Anderson on the other side. She drops a shot toward Moore again. Still no score. And one more good look. The floater by Scarlett Ball is tipped by Moore. Kaylee Anderson trying to get it in there, but the keeper is there first. And then late in the half, Midland attacking. Olivia Graham flicks it to the goal, and Huntington's Adia Hayes makes a stop. Final, Huntington wins it with 2 second-half goals, 2-0, and the boys also win 1-0 over Cabell Midland. And here's a quick look at the soccer coaches poll. Marshall 4, West Virginia 10. They tied High Point this evening, and Kentucky 18, Georgia Southern out of the Sun Belt also in the top 20. And that's your morning wake-up call. I'm Keith Morehouse. Have a great day, everybody.
And still coming up, one man going into a restaurant hungry and leaving with a new unexpected friend. The time now 9 minutes to 5.
At Marshall's, our buyers hustle 24/7, so you never have to compromise on quality or price. Who said expensive taste had to be that expensive?
I'm impressed. Let's talk numbers.
We get the deals, you get the good stuff.
Lung cancer. 2 words I never thought I would hear. I had shortness of breath. I was always tired. Lost 30 pounds. I knew something was wrong. I turned to Popple Medical Center for a low-dose CT scan. It was painless and didn't take long. It was a decision that would save my life. Dr. Mahab performed a bronchoscopy, and Dr. Halpin performed a successful surgical procedure. Dr. Crude is my oncologist. He's a very knowledgeable and caring cancer specialist. I believe I'm here today because of a group of amazing doctors, a supportive wife, my Lord and Savior, and a hospital that was founded on faith. Today, I'm not short of breath anymore. Today, I've gained my weight back, and I'm not as tired anymore. Because today, I don't have cancer anymore.
Lowe's knows when you start grilling, the guest list starts growing. That's why we help you get everything you need and more.
Mind if I crash the party? Dak Prescott.
To help make the most out of every gathering this fall.
Appreciate you guys.
Pull up a chair to the best seat in the house.
Football Friday night is back. It's 30 minutes of big plays, highlights, and scores from all around the region.
Football Friday night!
You can get it here earlier than anywhere else.
It's 11:05 every Friday night.
It's Football Friday night.
And it's right here on WSAZ.
Brought to you by Wendy's. This is WSAZ Wake Up.
Orange is the new red? Well, apparently one man who was just out to eat some food ended up saving his food before it was cooked. Interestingly, too. Daniel Finkelstein reports it was because of the color of the shell that saved this lobster from the boiling pot.
This rare discovery, a 1 in 30 million find, according to the New York Aquarium, part of the Wildlife Conservation Society. Kyle Brancato stumbled upon it while shopping at the Tops on Jefferson Road.
Walked by the lobster tank and I saw this bright orange lobster, very different from all the other ones in the tank.
Brancato knew he was looking at something special, and he decided to save it.
I think the only reason it was still in the tank was people probably thought it had a disease or something because it looked so different and nobody purchased it.
Without experience caring for lobsters, he had to figure out how to keep it alive until help arrived.
I borrowed some tank water from Palmer's down the road, and that bought me enough time to go to Petco, pick up a 20-gallon tank, and I got 20 gallons of seawater that they sell in the store in boxes. And I emptied it into the tank, cooled it down to the proper temperature, and I contacted an organization out of Long Island to rehabilitate it and bring it back to the ocean.
Volunteers from Humane Long Island agreeing to transport the animal several hours away.
We're going to acclimate him again over a period of probably about an hour, and then make sure that he's using his claws appropriately, make sure that he's foraging and swimming, and he's ready to go.
After several stops to check his safety along the way, the lobster arriving in Long Island appearing healthy late Sunday evening.
But he's using his claws. This is the kind of reaction we want to see out of them. See, he's raising that claw up at me, you know, in a little bit of a threatening manner. That means he's doing well.
Today is a first alert weather day because of the flash flooding potential. It's not going to be raining all day, but we will see rounds of heavy rain. The area we're really watching is southern Ohio, really right along just north and just south, actually, of the Ohio River into parts of West Virginia and northeastern Kentucky as well. You head into far southern Kentucky, there's still the chance of maybe some localized issues. Same with the southern West Virginia coal fields, but your threat level is a little bit lower than areas north, along and north and west of I-64. Notice temperatures today, though, are lower. We're ranging from the mid to upper 70s. We actually hit the mid 80s yesterday in Huntington briefly, very briefly, but that's changing today. That cloud cover is going to limit our temperature climb. So isolated flash flooding threat today, really through the late night hours tonight as well. Rain moves to the east on Thursday, but it'll be a gradual exit. Mention the additional rain chances over the weekend into early next week. Very tricky forecast. We'll, of course, keep you updated on that, but it's trending towards at least our eastern counties. Could be dealing with some rain there over the weekend. We'll have details on that throughout the morning right here on WSAZ.
As October approaches, time to start thinking about Halloween and candy. For many consumers, nothing spookier than high prices, though. National Retail Federation is expecting Americans to put out about $13 billion for Halloween. That's a lot of money to spend just on candy, but it's more than that, you know. It also is getting more expensive. Supply chain expert says a spike in candy prices is largely because of climate-related issues. They say West Africa, which is producing about 70% of our cocoa, has been dealing with climate-driven declines in production, and that always increases prices. Thanks for waking up with us. Stay with us. WSAZ Sunrise is coming up next.
I'm gonna be the never.
Find styles that feel more